Have you ever opened your phone for just 2 minutes? Then somehow it's dark outside. Meanwhile, your textbook has been sitting on your desk like, so are we doing this or not? Here's the weird part. It's not because you're lazy. It's not because you have a short attention span. And it's definitely not because social media has permanently destroyed your brain. The real problem is much simpler. Your brain thinks scrolling is a better game than studying. But here's the good news. Games can be changed. Today, I'm going to show you how to make studying so enjoyable that your brain starts choosing it over endless scrolling. Not through motivation, not through discipline, but by using psychology against itself. Let's begin. Your brain doesn't hate studying, it hates bad rewards. Imagine two buttons. Button number 1 gives you a tiny surprise every few seconds. A funny meme, a cool video, a shocking fact, a cute dog, a terrible cooking hack. You never know what's coming next. Now imagine button number 2. Open textbook. Read page 47. Nothing exciting happens for another 30 minutes. Which button do you think your brain chooses? Exactly. Social media wins because it's built on something psychologists call variable rewards. You never know when you'll find something amazing. That uncertainty keeps your brain pulling the lever again, and again, and again. Studying usually does the exact opposite. The reward comes after hours or days, sometimes after the final exam. To your brain, that's like telling a 5-year-old, you can have one cookie next Tuesday. Good luck with that. So instead of trying to fight your brain, let's redesign the game. Rule number 1, turn every study session into a challenge. Think about your favorite game. Does it say, please complete chapter 6? Of course not. It gives you missions, objectives, levels, progress bars. Your brain loves finishing things. So stop saying, I'm going to study biology. Instead say, I'm going to answer 15 questions before this playlist ends. Specific challenges create momentum, and momentum feels good. The smaller the mission, the easier it is to start. Rule number 2, chase curiosity, not completion. Instead, start every chapter with one question. For example, instead of reading about memory, ask, why do I remember embarrassing moments from 5 years ago but forget where I left my keys? Now your brain has something to hunt. Scientists call this the information gap. When your brain notices something it doesn't know, it naturally wants to close the gap. Use that. Don't read to finish. Read to solve a mystery. Rule number 3, give yourself instant rewards. Your brain isn't against hard work. It just wants proof that hard work is worth it. So don't wait until exam day to celebrate. Then listen to your one favorite song. Walk outside for 5 minutes. Mark a big green check on your tracker. Tiny rewards tell your brain, hey, this activity leads to good things. Eventually, studying itself starts feeling rewarding. Not because the textbook changed, because your brain did. Rule number 4, become the teacher. Here's a challenge. Can you explain today's lesson in 60 seconds? Without looking at your notes? If yes, congratulations, you actually understand it. If not, you just discovered exactly what needs work. This is one of the fastest learning techniques ever studied. When you teach, your brain organizes information instead of simply recognizing it. Recognition feels like learning. Explanation proves learning. There's a huge difference. Here's the secret nobody talks about. People think disciplined students enjoy studying because they're naturally motivated. Usually, it's the opposite. They enjoy studying because they've built systems that make it enjoyable. Fun isn't something you discover, it's something you design. The students who seem obsessed with learning rarely rely on motivation. They reduce friction. They create challenges. They reward progress. They stay curious. And eventually, their brains stop seeing studying as punishment. Your challenge. Choose one. Just one. Turn tomorrow's study session into a game. Set one mission. Reward yourself afterward. Teach one concept out loud. That's enough. Remember, you don't need to become someone who has perfect discipline. You just need to become someone whose brain thinks studying is more interesting than scrolling. And once that happens, Picking up your textbook starts feeling surprisingly easy. Not because studying became easier, because your brain finally switched teams. If you're studying for an exam, save this now. Try just one rule tonight. Come back tomorrow and tell everyone if it worked.